Lamine Yamal is only 18 years old, but he's already dominating for Barcelona and the Spain national team. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can own the pitch like Lamine Yamal. This is Argentine Football, where we help you improve your game so that you can become a pro soccer player. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot, and it helps me bring you guys better quality content. Now let's get straight into it. Yamal plays like he belongs on the pitch. No fear, no hesitation. That confidence doesn't come from luck. It comes from repetition and practice. He's trained the basics so much that when the ball comes, it's instinct. He doesn't have to think. He just plays. If you want to master your confidence, you must get more practice and more reps on everything. Your first touch, your shooting, your dribbling, your passing. And a great way to do this, one, is to add individual training into your game. If you're only training 3-4 times a week with your team, you're gonna be lacking a lot of the technical aspects that make Lamine Yamal so great. And these are things like going to play on the streets. If you are young, if you're not getting enough play time on your team, you need to be playing constantly, because training is different than actually playing. Master your first touch, short passes, and controlling the ball under pressure. Once you trust your technique, you'll play with freedom, just like Yamal. To get to that level, you need to be playing a lot. You think that creativity comes from the academy or whatever? No, that creativity comes from many repetitions and trying different skills and doing it all the time. The best way to do this is to play pickup. Pickup will make you a better player. If you're training with your team and you're developing those good habits and you're transferring them into pickup and adding the creative part of your game, then you will completely explode into a new player. You must have both organized and unorganized into your game. That way you will become a better player. When different situations come about that you haven't prepared for in training, you have already done everything in a pickup game or every other situation that your brain just has this intuition and the problem solving to get you out of that situation. And that's why Lamine Yamal is so good. One reason defenders hate facing Yamal is because he's always a threat 1v1. He uses body feints, quick change of pace, and that classic left foot cut-in that we all know and love. To add this to your game, don't just practice this in basic drills. Yes, that works, but practice it in times like pickup, in your training sessions. And don't just practice the move. Make sure you add the explosive step after the move. The separation in the first 2-3 steps is what makes Yamal so much different than other players, because players just can't catch up to him. Once he does that little feint, maybe they don't go all the way, but that next touch is so explosive that the defenders can't get nowhere near. The separation comes in the first 2 steps after beating a defender, and that's what makes Yamal so dangerous. To do this, make sure you practice against people who are better than you, and you practice your strength training so you can get faster and more explosive. Strength training is super important. If Yamal doesn't develop his strength, he would not be the player he is today. If you saw the transformation that he had from his first year to now, he has been in the gym, and the gym will make you a better player. Here's what most players get wrong as well. They think to stand out, they need to dribble every time. And that's not true in games. Like I said earlier, when you go to pickup games, yeah, try your creativity and do as much as you want, but don't let those bad habits transfer into the game. Make sure you train those skills at pickup, and then when you go to your team training, it's that organized and disciplined version of the pickup game. The pickup game is to start that skill, and then you transfer it into the organized version where you can excel and be efficient. See, the thing, Yamal mixes it up a lot. Sometimes it's a quick pass, sometimes it's a cross, and when the moment is right, he attacks. He sees the space and he goes. And he is so dangerous because he knows when to pick his moments, and he knows what decision is the correct decision at what time. If you want to play like him, learn to keep it simple. The best players don't always do more. They do it at the right time. That's why you will see sometimes Yamal won't even touch the ball for big parts of the game, because he's waiting, he's being patient. And then when it's time, he goes. At just 18 years old, Lamine Yamal reads the game like a veteran. He's constantly scanning. And guys, if you've been watching my channel, you know how important I say scanning is to a player. You can't be a good player if you don't scan it. Yes, a lot of players can rely on intuition, but if you want to get to that next level, scanning is the thing that will make you a better player because it'll allow you to process options. And at the higher levels that you go, you will have less time and space to take your time and make a decision. You will be coming against better players, better defenders. So when it comes time to get out of a tough situation, those defenders are just better and more explosive and more aggressive, that those moments are going to be harder to get out of. He's always looking up before receiving the ball, checking his shoulder, and this allows him to get into dangerous spaces and attack dangerous spaces and be efficient and quick. The good thing is you can train this too. Check your shoulders before every time you receive the ball in training or in pickup. An amazing time to do it is in pickup because there's no consequences. Try your best. Practice dribbling with your head up and always try to have something in your mind before you do it. This is how you can control the game instead of the game controlling you. And finally, what makes Yamal so respected is his mentality to win and his mentality to be a winner and his mentality to just want to be the main guy. He doesn't just shine with the ball. And honestly, a lot of talented players, and I have been a victim of this sometimes, is we don't want to defend. We want to just show what we can do with the ball. But at the end of the day, we're not all Messi. But Yamal, I have been watching him, and there's times where he's tracking back. After taking on 3-4 guys, he tracks back. He has the physical fitness to track back and go forward, and that's what makes him so special. That's what you see with Dembele at PSG. That's what made him so good at PSG, and this is what Luis Enrique was telling Mbappe to do, and Mbappe would just not do it, and that is why he suffered at PSG. But now that Luis Enrique, for example, at PSG has his system and players that are willing to just do the work. Kvaratskhelia, an amazing 1v1 dribbler, he also is like that. He defends and everything, and that is one thing that I wish I would have done a lot more growing up, is that I wish I would have been much more aggressive mentally, and it would have gotten me much further. But for those of you watching this, if you want to be like Yamal, Kvaratskhelia, all these top players, you have to put in an effort. And that means preparing outside of the field, getting fit. I didn't start doing all this stuff until I was 19, 20 years old. And even at 21 years old, I was late to it. You can talk to some of my coaches. When I played in Chicago, for example, I definitely had much more I should have been working on, and I didn't. And I just wish I did more, and I would have gone a lot further. So this is what this is all about. How can you own the pitch? First, own yourself. Be responsible. Have that mentality of a winner. Every time you step on the field, and I struggle with this a lot, it's like a game that you need to win. This is your game. And when you transfer that in pickup and you move on to another thing and you go to the next and you go to the next and you go to the next, every single game you will stand out and you will go to the next level. This will make you stand out to coaches and everything. And I promise you, Lamine Yamal stands out in more than just his technical ability. He stands out in every single aspect of the game. You even hear high quality players speak highly about him. I forgot who it was, but they were talking about how when Lamine Yamal, in the Euros, Lamine Yamal had the chance to just go crazy 1v1, and he decided to put pause on the game because it was like the 87th minute, and move it back, and he was telling everybody to calm down. And that's the mentality that you need to have, and the sooner that you can make those mentality shifts, you will be not just a good player, but you will be a leader and someone that people can respect and want to play for their team. And honestly, that is something that I am still learning to do, and I need to do better. So if you want to own the pitch like Lamine Yamal, you have to do the dirty work as well as just being a highlight player. And that's it for the video, guys. So if you want to play like Lamine Yamal, make sure you build that confidence through many different types of games, trainings, and technical work. Become a constant 1v1 threat. Learn to keep it simple and when to pick the proper moments to attack and be flashy. Develop your vision and never stop working. For those of you who are young, you've got a long way to go. I'm here to help you guys get there. If you guys need anything, you guys can reach out to me on Instagram at rgodino10 or at rg10football. Don't forget, if you've made it all the way to the end of the video, we're going to be doing a giveaway for a top-end pair of cleats this month. So subscribe and follow the journey of us building a pro academy where we can teach these things to players all around the world. And follow so you can follow my journey to sign a new pro contract, as I have been a free agent for over a year. and join us as we look to enter TST 2026, which is a big step for RG10 football. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep improving, and I'm out.